This is expansions. This is the spiritual dimension of wellness. And I just wrote myself a little note for what I wanted to share. So I want to thank you, first of all, for tuning in. Please leave comments below because I want to see them. If you are not subscribed to Promise Resource Network's YouTube channel, go ahead and go to YouTube, search Promise Resource Network, subscribe, click the bell so that when we go live, you'll get a little ping, a little notification, so that way you can keep up on it. Keep up on it. Jump. So this is one of my favorite topics, y'all, because it's spirituality and it's expansion. So I'm going to just keep expanding on this topic. So my invitation before we begin is to just take a deep breath. So breathe in so big, so full, and then just exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Just do it again. Take a big full breath in and a big breath out. Full breath in and breathe out. Let your shoulders soften, jaws relax, and start to get really comfortable wherever you are. Let your breath become steady, deep, calm, and just start to settle in, becoming more and more still in your body, more and more smooth in your breath. Your shoulders soften some more. Your head relaxes, the muscles in your face relax. You become aware of the weight of your body right here, right now. This is the only place you need to be, the only thing you need to listen to, the only thing you need to do is just be with you in this now moment with your breath. Take another big breath in with me and let it go. Okay, cool. Thanks. So, I have been sharing a series on this for body, mind, spirit. On I've been sharing a series in body, mind, spirit around our energy centers, and how they affect the body, the mind, our energy, our emotions, all that fun stuff. And this week, last couple days ago, I shared about our solar plexus and our heart energy centers and how they look. So please go back to that if you haven't seen that already. You might get a lot of value out of it and some tools and affirmations to use to really start to bring um, more healing through awareness. And I like that. So something that I found really interesting that I want to expand on in this is when I think about the solar plexus, when I think about that part of our physical body, there we go. It's called solar sun, right? It's the sun. It's the central sun within us. It's this fire. It's this heat. It's this drive. It's this courage. It's action. It's our personality. It's the way we show up. It's the way we express ourselves. I have always seen this area to be the center for joy. This to me is if this is the space where I'm gonna laugh from this space. I'm gonna get giddy from this space. I'm gonna laugh so hard that like I don't hold my lower stomach. We hold our high belly when we laugh. I think about like Santa Claus or whatever, those images of that weirdo. And um no judgment. But it is a weird concept. But anyhow, um it's weird to me. So anyway, um I see this as the joy center, like this inner child, this part of us that we were at some point in our life where we were just able to be laughing and free and playful. And that may have been your whole life, and it may have been very short lived, and it may have been uh, halted by a trauma or an experience or neglect, really, abuse, something like that. But it's in our nature to have this joyfulness. And I also talked about the heart, which is the center of it all. Like this is the love. I call the source of everything love. Some people call it God, goddess, the great mystery. I mean, it's this infinite space of this heart to me. So when I think about a joyful heart, And when I've sat in meditation with this, so when I, part of my spiritual gifts is that I work as a shaman. So I tap into different spiritual dimensions, different realms, different timelines, and I do work there. So I clear energy there. I work with entities. I work with programs. I work with ancestral lineages, and I work with clearing all this stuff. So when I've been traveling through these different realms of consciousness, they all feel very different. If I go into a dense consciousness where there's trauma and abuse, like I feel it, it feels heavy. I bring a lot of compassion to that space. When I've done other work and I go into higher dimensional realms, they feel different. They're different brainwave states that I get into, whether it's theta or gamma or whatever. So as I'm in these different brainwave states, or I'm in these different realms of consciousness, what I've noticed is that there's this realm that feels like joy. It feels like so much love and joy together. It's nuts. It's so amazing. And what I've also noticed is that some people would call that the angelic realm. So when I think about angels, as we've been taught, and again, y'all know I haven't read the Bible, so I have no point of reference. So there's that. But when I've been with others and they've called upon the angels, that's what I feel. I feel that same realm of consciousness. I'm like, okay, it must be the same realm of consciousness. It's this energy band, and it's joy and love. If joy and love had a baby, it's like angels. And so then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, okay, I keep expanding here when I'm like, so I got to thinking about it. So I expanded in my own consciousness. And I was like, I've called on angelic support for myself when I needed physical support, physical healing, emotional support. When I've been in ceremonies and we call upon different angels to support the journey or the group. And what they bring forth is miraculous healing, basically. Um, just in their presence. It's not like I call on Angel Raphael, and he's like, hey, girl, hey, what's happening? Pick up your phone. Like, it doesn't really work like that, but it's just like I call in that energy, and the presence of that brings forth what I need. Anyway, my point. So then I got to thinking about it. What keeps us from being an angel? What keeps us, little old humans, from being an angel on earth? Beam bom, beam bom, beam beam bom, beam bom, beam bom, beam, beady beedle beam. Yeah, right? Yeah, nothing stops us except our disconnect from feeling joy and love at the same time. So then I'm like, well, why can't we do that? Why don't we do that? Why would we not be angels on earth? Oh, it's because we've experienced too much traumas. We've experienced enough times in our life where either we were in joy and something bad happened, or we were taught that joy jokes, maybe, were at the expense of someone else. And that actually doesn't feel good, right? It's like if I am on a playground as a kid and the bully is making fun of their target. That doesn't feel good to me. That doesn't make me feel like, yeah, that feels good. Keep making fun of them. What it does do for most people though is it says, "Oh shit, if that bully is mean to the target, I don't want them to be mean to me because that's scary. So I'm going to laugh. Yeah, I'm going to laugh and pretend that this bully is funny. Yeah, and I'm going to get on team bully side to keep me safe." Well, that kind of sucks because then I'm programming myself to feel safe when someone is being unkind. And the only way I can feel safe if someone's being unkind is for me to join them in making fun of the target. Now, for those of us that have been the target of the bully and others have laughed, well, then you want to be what makes them laugh because and if they're laughing at you via the bully, then you want to be the bully so that people can be on your side and not making fun of you, but laughing with you. So next thing you know, the target may become a bully. And they may become a bully to themselves. That's where self-harm comes in. So these are just some examples. You know, the examples of being a kid and being told like you have to be serious. If y'all knew how many times I was told that I have to be serious. Like, motherfucker, y'all don't even know how serious I am. And I'm weird and goofy and animated. Man, I can do it all. But like, if I remember laughing so hard I've cried. And then I know that I'm not the prettiest crier. I'm kind of an ugly crier. I'm okay with that. And just feeling my face contort because I'm laughing so hard, like I can't. I don't even know what that looks like. But and just feeling the way my face would move and stuff, and I'd be like, wow, I must look like a monster. I don't want to cover my face. You know, I've personally experienced punishment out of from telling jokes that were inappropriate to someone in the group. Granted, some of them were really like mean and unkind, and I didn't know that at the time. And others were just me being a kid and being goofy, and were not supposed to be. They were not shameable at all. But anyway, so this is how our joy can be stifled if we've experienced traumas as children. It the last thing we feel safe to do is experience and express joy because that's our truest nature. So if I just got abused or neglected or harmed as a child, the last thing I'm going to want to do is be joyful. And if that's me, then how could I be the embodiment of this angel on earth? It's almost like we're all these angels in disguise and we don't even know that we are angelic. It's like, come on, Pete. I think about, what if we all, or a lot of us humans, thought, hmm, I could bring forth miraculous healing to myself, my friends, my family, and to the earth plane. If I chose to feel joy and love at the same time, there's a part of me that would be like, yeah, fuck yeah, that sounds amazing. There's another part that'd be like, yeah, I don't know how to do that. There'd be another part of me that's like, I don't want that. That's a big task. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to fail. I wouldn't even try then. And a lot of people, I think, don't even know what joy feels like. They only know joy at the expense of someone else. I know so many people that are so self deprecating and they talk badly about themselves and then they even joke about it. Like, oh, I'm just so dumb. So stupid. That's not funny. That doesn't come from a place of joy. That comes from a place of fear of being judged. And so then I'm just gonna go ahead and judge myself and laugh about it. I'm gonna become the bully and the bullied at the same time. That's not joy. Joy doesn't do that. Love doesn't do that. Joy might do it, but a distortion of joy. But joy and love together don't call people names out of judgment because love doesn't judge. That's why it's angelic when we put these two together. So if I am in joy and love, then everything's light, bubbly. I can see the humor in the darkness, but I'm not bringing darkness to the light and then laughing at it, right? There's just a difference. So I want to invite us really to kind of sit with this idea of how powerful could we be for ourselves in the world if we allow ourselves to be in joy and love. I literally have no idea why I yawn so much on here. Maybe it's because I'm relaxed. I don't know. But I'm not tired and I'm not bored. So thanks for watching me on. It's great. Um, so yeah, and then I think about, okay, so when I also think about different like joyful, loving things, I don't do a lot of studies around like fairies and that like that vibe. But in my head, fairies would be super joyful and loving. I also hear that they can be assholes. I don't know. I don't mess with them. But um but in my head I think like Tinkerbell, right? Tinkerbell was funny. Tinkerbell was also kind of an asshole, right? I don't remember um exactly, but in my head they have this like little asshole quality. But then again, some people think I'm an asshole if I'm telling them truth and love. Like if I reflect to someone back a part of them that they just didn't see or they were denying. Like I recently had a client that I was like, yeah, so like why are you being so mean to yourself? Why are you being an asshole to yourself? And it didn't, and I wasn't, then that's what I said. And I meant it very lovingly, but I also knew that was the only way that they could hear it. You know, if I said, you would love to love yourself very much more, they wouldn't have heard that, right? So, anyway, fairies. They're like bubbly. They float around. They have little, in my head, wands and fairy dust and little glitter bits everywhere. And they're all like, hee, hee, and they just flitter around without a care in the world, right? There's no concern. There's no care. They're not like, oh, hold on, wait, I need to check my email real fast. No, they're present in their joy. That's the thing about joy. You got to be present with your joy. If you're present in love and joy at the same time, like, especially if you're like feeling joy, then you're like, I love to feel joy. Ah, I love that I get to feel this joy. This joy feels so good. Or if joy is something that you're like, it's so far out of my realm, like, what if you asked yourself, like, I wonder how I could feel joy today? I wonder how Great Spirit can show me joy. I wonder how the universe can bring joy for me, to me, through me. I wonder. I want to be curious and open to joy and love in my life. Like I have no idea what this feels like or looks like, but I want to be curious about this. I want to be open to this. I am choosing to be open to this. Well, then it might happen. You might get these. Well, if I just felt really good for like 20 seconds or 20 minutes or 20 years. You never know, right? And then I think about like if we were all angels on earth, or like a majority of us, say like 100 million people on the earth plane, whatever percentage that would be. What if 100 million people woke up tomorrow and we are angels here? We can move and help anyone that needs our help. We never run out of energy. We never run out of joy. We're always living in our purpose. We bring forth light and feelings of console wherever we go. Wherever we go, we create a space that feels safe and kind and welcoming. Everywhere we go, we feel safe. We feel welcomed. Everywhere we go, people are kind to us. Only those that are willing to see us will see us, and those that don't want to don't bother us. They just move away. What if we wake up and we're angels on earth? And the only way to do that is to live a life that is in loving joy. That's how I see this. So I'd love to know your thoughts on this, like your feelings and thoughts on this concept. Cuz, I don't yeah, I wonder. I'm going to try to pause this. If it just completely cuts out, thank you and I'll see you next week, but I think I can do this. Please hold. I think I did it. OMG. I just learned that. So I was working at a hair salon for quite a while, and there was a book that showed up out of nowhere on the shelf next to the microwave. And I was like, that book's weird. So I looked at it, and it was a library book from the King County. I just saw that right now. The King County Library System. I have no idea where King County is. This book was sitting on the shelf for like 2 or 3 years. And then finally, I was like, I'm going to take it home. I'm going to read it. Because I asked everybody, is this your book? Is this your book? Nobody's book. Angel Medicine by Doreen Virtue. Again, I'm not really big into angels, right? It's not my lexicon. It's not my language. So I read through this and I was like, whoa, this is impactful. And so it's amazing. She even writes in here the different angels. Now, if you've been watching Body, Mind, Spirit, the series I've been doing, I'm moving through the energy centers, okay? And they all have a color coordination with them, typically. So I share that in those. Check those out if you haven't seen them already. And so in this book, she goes into different angels and like what they do, and I don't know what their specialty is and the meaning of their name and things like that. So, for example, let's see. I had mentioned Raphael. So let's just pull him up because he's in here. So the meaning of that name is he who heals. His specialty heals physical illnesses and guides healers. His color, the color that is associated with him, is emerald green. Well, interesting because the last chakra that I talked about was the heart, which is seen as green. So of course I would pick Raphael. Y'all, I don't have any of this shit memorized. I don't know it. I literally just have it. I forgot I had this book. And so, when I think about that, like, so I can call on this angel Raphael. Raphael, help me. You know, I'm physically hurting. Or I'm here to heal and I'm running out of energy. I'm tapped out. Brother, help me. Right? And I might see emerald green coming around me. I might be called to grab a piece of malachite or a green stone that could represent him. I might be gifted one. I might just feel a sense of healing. And then I wonder what stops us from being this angelic version of Raphael, this angel. What would stop us? Why would we not be like, uh, why can't I just have my vibe at a certain frequency, be so happy and loving and kind that my presence helps to heal physical illnesses? Like, isn't that what Jesus did? And Jesus's message was like, "Hey homies, I'm you, you're me, we're the same. It's cool." He was not, "Hey, I'm special, I'm magic, you all suck. Be like me." He was like, "I am you. Be that. I am love. You are too. Be that." So when I think about angels, be that. Be that energy. Be one that helps to heal others with your presence, with your love, with your kindness, with your compassion. Let's see. So, Gabriel has been an angel that has come forth in my life as a guide. Um, I don't call on him much because I kind of forget. Um, and, but when it's like, whenever I mention Gabriel, things just, I feel more supported and things help just kind of line up. So, according to Doreen Virtue, the meaning of Gabriel is messenger of God. And his specialty is says heals during pregnancy and childbirth and heals anxiety regarding creative projects. The color is copper and the crystal would be citrine. Well, it's interesting because, I'm not, nor have I been pregnant. So I've not birthed any children, but I am very creative. So, that's where my anxiety lies is, oh God, how am I going to create this next thing? How am I going to create that? Where am I going to get the materials? Where am I going to get the sources? Who's going to use my creative expression? Who gives a shit about my creative expression? So that anxiety, I can only heal it so much, but if I can call on a greater source, a bigger source, a bigger energy, maybe I can call on Gabriel. And then I can also remember, wait a minute, I have this capacity within myself. So what if I ask Gabriel to not only help me, but to show me the way to be like that so that I can heal my own anxiety, that I can hold that energy of that. So wanted to expand on the solar plexus and heart chakra and take it into the spiritual dimension and talk about angels. Again, angels are not a part of much that I ever talk about or think about. Um, so that's a thing. And either way, it's still a realm of consciousness, and I see it like that. So, angel medicine. If you ever want to read a book about angels, it's pretty good. Doreen Virtue. And again, oh, it says thrift books. Oh, I used to thrift books. I wonder if, hmm, Thrift Books is a website and you can buy used books on thriftbooks.com. It's great. I love that website. Apparently, that's where this book came from. This was before I even knew that thrift books was a thing. This book is like telling me everything that I need to know that I didn't learn from the book, but I learned it elsewhere. And then the book is like the reminder of like, yeah, you already knew this. I love that. That's so cool. So anyway, so let's just maybe try that out for like, I don't know, the next week or so. Like, can we embody, act like, become an archetype similar to that of an angel? Why not? Why not try it? Why not just see if we can be courageous, joy, and love? And then like leave comments. Tell me what that looks like to you. Like maybe you try it. Maybe you are like, you know what? Yeah, my focus is going to be love and joy doing it. And then maybe you notice something, you have an experience, come back to the video, come back to the YouTube video and leave a comment and tell me what that was for you. I would love to know. Um maybe you let yourself laugh out loud. Like what if? It's all good. It's all good. Um I would love to hear about it. That's for sure. So thank you for tuning in and checking this out and hopefully increasing the amount of love and joy on this earth plane, right? It's through us that all this gets to be created, and we're doing it. We're doing a great job. Go Team Human! Go Team Love a Lot! So, anyway, I send a lot of love to each of you. Very grateful for your presence. Grateful for you taking the time and checking this out. If what I said and shared was inspiring to you and you're like, yeah, I want more people to hear that, just to talk about it, expand upon it, please share this video. Like and subscribe to the Promise Resource Network YouTube channel. I also have a YouTube channel. It's Jane the Guide. So you can find me and follow me there on Instagram and keep tabs of how I am embodying as much love and joy as I possibly can at the same time. So I love you all so much. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.